Good evening, welcome to Northeast Web Shots. You are watching Northeast Web Shots Evening Daily Bulletin. This is Anudeep Sharma. Here are the headlines of the day. Starting off with the national news, India's COVID-19 vaccination coverage crosses 82 crore mark. Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari has emphasized on fixing driving hours for the drivers of commercial vehicles, similar to pilots, as it will reduce fatigue-induced road accidents. The Central Board of Direct Taxes has extended various tax returns filing deadlines till December 31st this year, but it will continue to levy interest on delayed payments made after July 31st, the original due date. So, taxpayers have to bear the interest payment liability of 1% per month on the outstanding tax for those who filed a return after July 31. Tata Motors to increase prices of its commercial vehicle range by around 2% from 1st of October. Himanta Biswa Sarma, Assam Chief Minister, and his Nagaland counterpart Rio held closed-door interaction with NSAN Chief Negotiator Thunianglang Movia at Dinapur on 21st of September. Arunachal Chief Minister Pema Khandu received a Swarnim Vijay Mashal for the victory I Flame from GOC 5 Mountain Division Major General Zubin A. Minwala on 21st of September that reached Tawang, travelling all the way from New Delhi last year. Jammu Kashmir security forces averted a major incident with the timely detection of an improvised explosive device IED in high security Gogo area, Budgam district in Jammu and Kashmir. The Karnataka government was considering enacting a law to regulate religious conversion. The Supreme Court on 21st of September tentatively indicated that it is inclined to set aside a part of the High Court order quashing the charge sheet against an accused allegedly involving in the murder of journalist Gauri Lankesh for the purported offences under the provisions of Karnataka Control of Organised Crimes Act. The Kerala government to hold physical examinations of Class 11 amid COVID-19 pandemic. The state government announced that the examinations will be held from September 24th to October 18th. Maharashtra government has given permission to state's ACB to open up a fresh inquiry against ex-police Mumbai Police Chief Parambir Singh over corruption charges. The Uttar Pradesh police on Tuesday constituted an 18-member SIT to probe the death of Akhil Bharatiya Akhada Parishad President Mahant Narendra Giri and detained a disciple of the Sayer in Haridwar. Bollywood businessman Raj Kundra on Tuesday walked out of a Mumbai jail a day after a magistrate court here granted bail to the key accused in pornographic films case, which he was arrested 2 months ago. Coming towards the defense news, Air Marshal Chaudhary will take charge as the next Chief of Air Staff after the retirement of Air Chief Marshal RKS Bhadoria on 30th of September. 2 pilots were killed when an army helicopter crash landed in a dense forest near Pantitop in Jammu Kashmir's Udhampur district on 21st of September. Major Rohit Kumar and Major Anuj Rajput. The army has launched a search operation along the line of control after detecting some suspicious movement in North Kashmir's Uri sector on 19th of September. Indian-Indonesian navies take part in maritime exercise. Indian naval ships Shivalik and Kadamt arrived at Jakarta, Indonesia on September 18th to participate in the 3rd edition of bilateral exercise Samudra Sakti with the Indonesian Navy. The maritime exercise is scheduled from 28th to 22nd September. The Indian Army's official career website is going to publish the JAG 28 notification from 29th September onwards. The last date to apply for the JAG 28 is 20th of October 2021. JAG 28 course, JAG Entry 2022, Judge Advocate General Branch will commence in the April 2022 at OTA Chennai. It is a special entry for male and female law graduates to join JAG branch of the Indian Army. Applicants are invited from the unmarried male and unmarried female law graduates for the grant of short service commission in the Indian Army for Judge Advocate General Branch. Now coming towards international news, Prime Minister Modi left for United States today on 22nd of September. He is expected to discuss radicalization, terrorism and developments in Afghanistan during bilateral talks with the President Biden. During the visit, Prime Minister Modi will meet United States President Joe Biden in Washington and address the UNGA in New York. US President Biden would host Prime Minister Modi for the first in-person bilateral meeting at the White House on September 24th to further comment on to further cement the close relationship between the two countries. AUK-US won't impact Quad, US tells India. The US on 20th of September briefed India on the new trilateral AUK-US military pact with the UK and Australia to take on the challenges posed by China in the Indo-Pacific, stressing it will not detract from either the bilateral cooperation with the New Delhi or multilateral ones like the Quad. India and Nepal began a 15-day military exercise Surya Kiran in Uttarakhand's Pithoragarh on September 28th with the focus on counter-terror drills and disaster relief operations. The aim of the 15th edition of Surya Kiran is to boost overall interoperability between the two militaries. Prime Minister Modi had a telephonic conversation with the President of France, Emmanuel Macron, on 21st of September. Two leaders discussed regional issues including recent developments in Afghanistan. In this context, they shared their concerns about possible spread of terrorism, narcotics, illicit weapons and human trafficking, as well as the need to ensure human rights of women and minorities. Canada resumes flights to India under the bilateral air bubble agreement. The government of Bangladesh has given permission to 52 trading organizations to export Hilsa fish to India on the occasion of Durga Puja. COVID-19 vaccinated passengers from India or the nations can travel to US from November. Coming towards the world news, Indonesia has stepped up air and naval patrols around its Natuna Islands in the South China Sea after reportedly spotting Chinese and US vessels nearby. This comes amid reports that a Chinese survey vessel did operate in the tuna block, an important oil and gas field in the area. Indonesian Navy Western Fleet Commander Arshad Abdullah told reporters last week that 5 Navy vessels assisted by an air patrol have been deployed in Natuna Sea to secure the area. Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has been conferred with the SDG Progress Award for the Bangladesh steady progress in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals by the United Nations sponsored Sustainable Development Solutions Network. Bangladesh Prime Minister Hasina is currently visiting the US to attend the 76th session of United Nations General Assembly UNGA. The International Monetary Fund has put up holds funds to Afghanistan amid rising uncertainty in the country. These developments came after IMF recently announced a $650 billion special drawing rights allocation for member countries, but Afghanistan at the moment will not be allowed to access this funds. Coming to us in COVID update, National India recorded 26,964 fresh COVID cases, which is 3.2% higher than the yesterday's figure, 26,115. The country also reported 383 deaths in the last 24 hours. The daily positivity rate, number of positive cases identified 100, stands at 1.69%. The recovery rate stands at 97.77%, which is the highest since March last year. The government on Monday said that India will resume the export and donations of excess vaccines next month. India, the world's biggest maker of vaccines overall, had stopped vaccine exports in April to focus on inoculating its own population. This much for today. For more updates, keep following Northeast Web Shots. We are available on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. Kindly follow, stay updated, stay safe. Good night. Thank you.